Hello and welcome back to the Military Matrix. Tonight, we bring you breaking coverage of one of the most daring strikes in the ongoing war, Ukraine's devastating blow to Russia's Crimean Bridge. What was once a symbol of connection and dominance has now turned into a battlefield under fire. In the pre-dawn hours, a series of coordinated underwater explosions ripped through the bridge's critical supports, shaking the very structure that links Russia's mainland to the occupied peninsula of Crimea. The attack, reportedly executed with high-precision submersible drones carrying hundreds of kilograms of explosives, was part of a secret operation months in the making. The Crimean Bridge, stretching nearly 19 kilometers across the Kerch Strait, has been Russia's vital military artery, the route that feeds its war machine in southern Ukraine. Every fuel tanker, every armored column, every shipment of weapons that reinforced Russian positions in Crimea and beyond relied on this connection. By targeting it, Ukraine didn't just strike concrete and steel, it struck at the heart of Russia's supply network and the symbol of its control. Within moments of the detonation, massive plumes of fire and smoke engulfed the sky, forcing an immediate halt to both road and rail traffic. Russian media rushed to downplay the damage, claiming limited impact. Yet satellite imagery and local reports tell a different story. Spans buckled, supports cracked, and the flow of logistics disrupted. Kiev's message is clear: no symbol of occupation is beyond reach. Ukrainian intelligence officials, speaking anonymously, confirmed that the operation involved underwater drones remotely guided through the strait, designed to evade radar and sonar detection. They detonated precisely at the base of structural piers, maximizing shock impact below the waterline. Military analysts say this level of accuracy marks a major leap in Ukraine's strike capability, proof that technological innovation now rivals sheer firepower. This wasn't just an act of destruction, it was a demonstration of evolution in modern warfare. For Russia, the blow is both tactical and psychological. This bridge, built at a cost exceeding $3 billion, was President Vladimir Putin's personal symbol of victory, inaugurated in 2018 with fanfare, meant to solidify the annexation of Crimea. Its partial destruction in previous years already wounded Russian pride, but this new hit cuts even deeper. Each time it's attacked, the myth of Russian invincibility erodes further. Reports indicate emergency repair teams and divers have been deployed, but the damage beneath the surface could take months to assess and fix. Even temporary closure strains supply routes, forcing Russia to reroute through occupied Mariupol and land corridors far less efficient, more vulnerable, and easily targeted again. Ukraine's broader strategy seems deliberate: degrade logistics, sow confusion, and chip away at Russia's ability to sustain frontline offensives. The bridge's paralysis means slower reinforcements, delayed supplies, and stretched defenses. For Moscow, it's a logistical nightmare that amplifies battlefield pressure. Analysts believe Ukraine coordinated this strike to coincide with ongoing counteroffensives in the south, aiming to disrupt Russian movement and create multiple pressure points simultaneously. It's warfare not by territory, but by infrastructure, breaking the enemy's backbone before breaking its lines. Russian state television initially went silent, but later broadcast controlled footage showing minor fires and limited smoke, insisting the bridge remained fully functional. Yet, independent footage paints another picture: collapsed lanes, twisted steel, and emergency crews overwhelmed. Panic spread among civilian drivers who use the bridge daily. Many were stranded for hours as explosions echoed across the strait. Eyewitnesses describe a massive underwater blast, followed by two rolling fireballs, that lit up the night sky. Local authorities quickly shut down access, fearing further detonations. Behind the spectacle lies strategic calculation. Ukraine's decision to use underwater drones rather than airstrikes or missiles reflects a maturing doctrine: precision over provocation. By keeping the strike covert and deniable until completion, Kiev avoided early interception while sending a powerful message to Moscow and its allies: distance is no longer protection. In a war once dominated by artillery and drones in the sky, this attack introduces a new dimension: the battlefield beneath the waves. Experts now believe that Ukraine's growing fleet of autonomous maritime drones may redefine naval warfare in confined seas like the Black Sea and the Azov. The timing could not be more symbolic. This attack comes just as Russia has been boasting of stabilizing its positions and expanding defenses around Crimea. For Ukraine, hitting the bridge now not only cripples supply lines, but undermines that narrative entirely. It signals to both allies and adversaries that Kyiv retains initiative, creativity, and operational reach. And for Russia, it underscores that every victory remains temporary when your opponent can strike where you feel safest. The bridge, once a proud display of engineering might, now stands as a scar of vulnerability, a reminder that even the strongest structures crumble under precise and determined resistance. This strike will likely trigger retaliation. Russia has already accused Ukraine of terrorism and vowed a response in kind. Intelligence reports suggest heightened missile activity near the border regions, and air defenses in Kyiv and Odessa are on high alert. The cycle of strike and counterstrike continues, but this time, the psychological balance shifts subtly in Ukraine's favor. A nation fighting for its sovereignty has shown that it can reach deep into the heart of occupation and disrupt what was once thought untouchable. Internationally, the reaction has been mixed but cautious. Western analysts praise Ukraine's ingenuity, while diplomats warn of potential escalation. NATO intelligence sources confirm that the strike was highly targeted and likely aimed to minimize civilian harm. For Ukraine, it's both a strategic and symbolic victory, proof that persistence, innovation, and intelligence can overcome even the might of a larger foe. For Russia, it's an embarrassment, a reminder that technological superiority is not guaranteed, and that symbols of conquest can quickly turn into weaknesses. As the sun rises over the Kerch Strait, smoke still lingers over the bridge's twisted spans, a haunting image of a structure that once embodied control, now reduced to rubble and uncertainty. Engineers will rebuild, soldiers will reroute, and the war will continue. But the message of this night's explosions will echo far longer than the damage itself. Ukraine has shown the world that strategy, not size, defines modern warfare. Bridges may connect lands, but in times like these, they also reveal the fault lines of power. Stay tuned to Military Matrix for more verified updates, tactical breakdowns, and analysis from the front lines. The bridge may be broken, but the story it tells has just begun. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay informed, stay aware, and we'll see you in the next report.